Every day, Sir Topham Hatt came to the station to catch his train. "Hello," he would always say to Thomas. "Remember, don't let the silly freight cars tease you. Remember, you have an important job as a special helper in the train yard." There were lots of freight cars. There were lots of freight cars, and Thomas worked very hard pushing and pulling them into place. There was also a small coach and two strange things that his driver called crane. "That's the breakdown train," he told Thomas. "The cranes are for lifting heavy things like engines in coaches and freight cars." One day, Thomas was in the yard. Suddenly, he heard an engine whistle. "Help! Help!" A freight train was coming through the station much too fast. The engine was James, and he was frightened. His brake blocks were on fire. "They're pushing me. They're pushing me. They're pushing me," he panted. On left the freight cars, still whistling, "Help! Help!" Poor James disappeared. "I'd like to teach those freight cars a lesson," said Thomas the Tank Engine. Soon came the alarm. "James is off the line! The breakdown train! Quickly!" Thomas was coupled on, and off they went. Thomas worked his hardest. "Hurry, hurry, hurry," he puffed. He wasn't pretending to be like Gordon. He really meant it. Bother those freight cars and their tricks. I hope poor James isn't hurt. James's engineer and his fireman were feeling him all over to see if he was hurt. "Never mind, James," he said. "It was those silly freight cars and your old wooden brakes is what caused the accident." Thomas pushed the breakdown train alongside. Then he went to pull away all the unhurt freight cars. oh dear, they groaned. Serves you right. Serves you right, huffed Thomas. He was hard at work, puffing backwards and forwards all afternoon. This'll teach you a lesson, this'll teach you a lesson, said Thomas the tank engine. Then they answered, yes it will, yes it will. They left the broken cars and with 2 cranes they helped to put James back on the rails. He tried to move, but he couldn't, and so Thomas helped him back to the shed. Sir Topham Hatt was now there waiting anxiously for them. Well, Thomas, he said, I heard all about it and I'm very pleased with you. You are a really useful engine. James shall have some proper brakes and a new coat of paint. And you should have a branch light all to yourself. Oh, thank you, sir, said Thomas. Now Thomas is as happy as can be. He has a branch line and 2 coaches called Annie and Clairabel. He puts proudly backwards and forwards with them all day. He was never lonely. Edward and Henry stopped quite often to tell him the news. Gordon is always in a hurry and never forgets to say toot toot. And Thomas always whistles peep peep. And Thomas always whistles peep peep in return.